Good morning, students. Let's continue with the chapter of retirement of partnership. We are done with the new profit sharing ratio, gaining ratio, treatment of goodwill. The next topic is revaluation of assets and liabilities. I would not be doing problems on that because it is the same what we have studied in changes in profit sharing ratio and admission of partnership. In today's class, I would be doing treatment of accumulated profit and reserves. So write down the side heading treatment of accumulated profits and reserves. So if there is any reserves or profit and loss and the type of retirement of a partner, it should be given to all the partners. Say for example, A, B, C are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio 1:1:1. So इनका reserve 90,000 था. So all the three had to get 30,000, 30,000 and 30,000. After few years C retires. तो जब C retire होगा reserve तो अभी भी 90,000 है. So if we do not distribute it at the time of retirement तो क्या हो जाएगा, जब कंपनी डिसॉल्व होगी तो वो A को 45 मिलेगा, B को 45 मिलेगा. This is not right. So what we need to do, whenever a partner is retiring, we need to transfer all the reserves of accumulated profit to all the partners in the old profit sharing ratio. Clear? So under that, write down first one. For distributing reserves and accumulated profits, what will be the journal entry? What will be the journal entry? It is general reserve account debited, reserve fund account debited, profit and loss account, in bracket you can write credit balance debited to all partners capital or current account. This will be in the old ratio. Write down the second one. For distributing losses, what will be the journal entry? All partners capital or current account debited to profit and loss account debit balance. So if we have any workman compensation fund or investment fund, what will be the journal entry for that? It is workman compensation reserve account debited, investment fluctuation reserve account debited to all partners capital account. So let us take down illustration 27. Kanu, Manu and Akanksha are partners sharing profits as 20%, 30%, 50%. Kanu decided to retire with the consent of other partners and sold her share to Manu. Goodwill was valued at 2.5 years purchase at an average profit of 3 years. Profit for 3 years is given. Reserve fund in the balance sheet is 30,000 at the time of retirement. You are required to record necessary journal entries to record above adjustment on Kanu's retirement. Also prepare her capital account to find the amount due to her when her capital balance in the balance sheet was 1 lakh before any adjustment. So first step is calculation of goodwill. Average profit. What are the profit for 3 years? 50,000 plus 70,000 plus 60,000 divide by 3. How much do we get? 1 lakh. 80,000 divide by 3, that is 60,000. Goodwill is equal to 60,000 into 2.5, that is 1,50,000. So the goodwill of the firm is 1,50,000. So write down journal entries. Draw the format, date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. So what is the first journal entry? We need to transfer the reserve fund to all partners capital account. So reserve fund account debited to Kanu's capital account to Manu's capital account to Akanksha's capital account. So the total reserve fund is 30,000. So 30,000 into 20% is Kanu's share. 30,000 into 30% is Manu's share and 50% is Akanksha's share. And then in the problem they have given us that Kanu decided to give her share of goodwill to Manu. So what will be the journal entry for that? It is Manu's capital account debited to Kanu's capital account. What is the total goodwill of the firm? It is 1,50,000. So what is Kanu's share of goodwill? It is 20% of total amount of goodwill. So 1,50,000 into 20 by 100. It is 30,000. So write down the narration. Kanu's share of goodwill transferred to Manu's capital account. Then they have asked us to prepare Kanu's capital account. We have particulars, amount, particulars and amount. They have given us the balance in the old balance sheet. How much is it? By balance brought down 1 lakh rupees. We know the reserve fund of Kanu 6,000. And then we have by Manu's capital account. How much is it? 30,000. So what is the total? 1,36,000. 1,36,000. So what is the balance of Kanu's capital account? To balance carried down, it is 1,36,000. So they have asked us to find out Kanu's balance after all the adjustments. So what is Kanu's balance after adjustment? It is 1,36,000. Clear? Take down illustration 28. ABC are partners in the firm sharing profit and loss in the ratio 2:3:4. On 31st March 2019, A retires and B and C decide to share future profit in the ratio 2:1. Following balance appeared in the books. It is agreed that workmen compensation reserve is no more required and 25% of general reserve is transferred to investment fluctuating reserve. Pass necessary journal entries on A's retirement. So they have given us profit and loss debit balance. They have given us employees provident fund. So employee provident fund is an outside liability and this is not a accumulated profit. So this will not be distributed among partners. Then we have workmen compensation reserve and general reserve. So write down journal entries. Draw the format. We have date, particulars, LF, debit and credit. So the first step is to transfer the profit and loss to all the partners' capital account. So it is A's capital account debited, B's capital account debited, C's capital account debited to profit and loss account. So 72,000 is the balance. 72. It is distributed in old ratio. So it will be 16,000, 24,000 and 32,000. What is the ratio given? 2:3:4. Write down the narration. Accumulated loss transferred to capital account of all partners in old ratio on A's retirement. Then they have given us workmen compensation reserve is no more required. So when it is not required, we will again transfer it to all partners capital account. So what is the journal entry? Workmen's compensation reserve account debited to A's capital account, to B's capital account, to C's capital account. So what is the reserve? 45,000. So 45,000 into 2/9, 10,000. 45,000 into 3 by 9, 15,000. 45,000 into 4 by 9, we get 20,000. Write the narration. Workmen compensation reserve transferred to capital account in old ratio on A's retirement. Then they have said that 25% of general reserve is transferred to investment fluctuating reserve. If they had not given that, what would be the journal entry? It would just be general reserve account debited to all partners capital account. But because they have said that 25% is transferred to investment fluctuating reserve, we would be writing to investment fluctuation reserve account, to A's capital account, to B's capital account, to C's capital account. So what is the amount of general reserve? It is 1,20,000. So 1,20,000 into 25 by 100 will be transferred to investment fluctuation reserve. So it is 30,000. What is remaining? 1,20,000 minus 30,000. So 90,000 into 2 by 9, 20,000. 90,000 into 3 by 9, 30,000. 90,000 into 4 by 9, it is 40,000. So write down the narration. 25% of general reserve transferred to investment fluctuation reserve and balance transferred to capital account in old ratio. After the problem, write down the note. Employees Provident Fund is an outside liability and is not an accumulated profit. Full stop. As such, it is not distributed among the partners. Clear? Next, take down illustration 30. ABC are partners sharing profit in the ratio 5:3:2. B retires and new profit sharing ratio between A and C is agreed at 2:3. They also decided to record the effect of the following without affecting their books. General reserve 1,20,000, contingency reserve 70,000, profit and loss debit balance 30,000, advertisement suspension account 10,000. You are required to give the necessary single adjusting entry. So they have asked us to give only a single entry. So when they have asked us to give single entry, we need to get the net effect of all the accumulated profit and reserve. So first step is calculation of net effect of accumulated profit or losses. First is general reserve. How much is it? 1,20,000. To that we add contingency reserve 70,000. 1,90,000. They have given us debit balance of profit and loss. So we deduct profit and loss because it is a loss 30,000. We get 1,60,000. And they have given us advertisement suspension account. So this is also a loss. This will also be deducted 10,000. So what is the net effect? Net effect is 1,50,000. Next is calculation of gain ratio. They have given us new ratio and old ratio. So gain ratio, what's the formula? New ratio minus old ratio. B has retired, so it is only A and C. What is the new ratio of A? It is 2 by 5 minus. What is the old ratio? 5 by 10. LCM is 10. 4 minus 5, it is minus 1 by 10. So it is not gain, but A has sacrificed C, it will be 3 by 5 minus 2 by 10. What is the LCM? 10. 6 minus 2, we get 4 by 10. So C has gained. So what will be the journal entry? It is gaining partners capital account debited to retiring partners capital account and to A's capital account. So write down journal entry. C's capital account debited to A's capital account to B's capital account. So what is the net effect? It is 1,50,000. And what is C's gain? It is into 4 by 10. So we get 60,000. A's capital will be 1,50,000 into what has he sacrificed? 1 by 10. We get 15,000. And what will be B's capital? 1,50,000 into 3 by 10. Why 3 by 10? In case of the retiring partner, you need to see the old ratio. So how much do we get? 45,000. Write down the narration. Adjustment made for accumulated profit or losses on B's retirement. So in such kind of problem, whatever is the net effect, you need to see the gaining or the sacrificing partner and then divide among the partners. So whoever is the gaining partner would be debited, the retiring partner and the sacrificing partner would be credited. So clear? So that's all for today. We shall be continuing the remaining problems in the next class. Thank you.